Welcome to Ludofia Animations, the home of inspiring, soul-touching stories that reflect real life, godly values, and powerful lessons. We want to say a big thank you to all our amazing viewers around the world. Your love, your support, your shares and comments, they all mean so much to us. You're the reason this channel is growing stronger every day. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share this video with someone. Your support helps us reach more lives with stories that matter. As you watch today's episode, we pray that God will bless you abundantly, guide your steps, and protect you from every secret enemy. May you always rise above envy and betrayal.
You know, I'm really glad you agreed to meet me today. When Daniel told me about you, I was honestly curious. He said, there's someone you need to meet. She's different, mature, composed, and sharp. I didn't expect you to be this calm and confident, though. It's refreshing.
Thank you, David. That means a lot. I try to carry myself with dignity, you know. Even at my age, I believe a lady should always reflect wisdom in how she speaks and acts. I may be young, but I've always felt a little older in how I see life.
Oh? That's interesting. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 18. Just turned 18 last month, actually. I'm stepping into adulthood slowly, but I like to believe I've seen enough in life to handle mature conversations. Some people say I act older than my age. Maybe that's a good thing.
Wow. 18. Honestly, that's surprising. Not because of how you look, but because of how you carry yourself. You speak with the kind of depth and clarity most people gain only after a few more years. But I respect that. There's a quiet strength in your voice, Rachel. And you're very composed for someone so young.
I get it a lot. I've always been around older people. My sisters are much older, and I was raised by my grandmother for a while. I guess that rubbed off on me. I don't really fit into the usual teenage scene. I don't party or chase trends. I prefer meaningful conversations, learning new things, building a future. Even if I'm only just starting out.
That's actually impressive. I wasn't nearly that focused at 18. You sound like someone who's already thinking beyond temporary pleasures. But tell me, are you in school now? Or working?
I'm just starting university. Studying mass communication. I've always wanted to be a media personality, maybe anchor my own talk show someday, one that helps people heal emotionally, grow, and tell their stories. I think the world needs more voices of reason, especially from young women.
You know, I like the way you think. It's rare to meet someone who's young, but already has a vision. But may I say something? Just as a friend, since we're only just getting to know each other.
Of course. Please be free. I appreciate honesty.
Rachel, I believe you when you say you're 18. But please, no matter what age you are, never feel the need to shrink or stretch the truth to impress anyone. You've got a strong spirit, and that's more attractive than any number. I've met people in their 20s who are still immature, and I've met teenagers who carry wisdom far beyond their years. What matters is the honesty behind your words.
That's kind of you to say. Honestly, I've always believed that character speaks louder than numbers. And sometimes people assume too much when they hear a number. I'd rather someone know my heart first. Then, if they choose to stay, it's for who I am inside.
And I can respect that. Just promise me one thing, Rachel, always keep being real. This world's already full of masks and filters. But your true self, no matter what age, has a beauty no like can match. Nathan, you know me well. You know I don't jump into relationships easily. I've been through enough disappointments to last a decade. But this girl, Rachel, she's different. There's something about her that goes beyond beauty or charm. It's in her mind, her spirit, the way she carries herself. It's rare, and honestly, it's pulling me in deeper than I expected.
David, my guy. This one sounds serious. I can see it in your eyes. You're not just talking about attraction or infatuation. You sound like someone who's found something meaningful. Tell me, what exactly is it about her that stands out?
It's hard to explain, bro. You know how some people just shine, not because of what they wear or how they look, but because of what lives inside them? That's Rachel. She's only 18, but she thinks like someone who's seen more of life. She listens when I talk. She asks questions that make me think. She doesn't just sit there waiting for attention, she engages. She has this calm presence that makes you want to sit and talk for hours. And I've decided, Nathan, I don't want anything physical with her. Not even romantic pressure. I want to build something deeper. A serious, platonic relationship. I want to know her soul before her body. I want her to know that a man can love and honor her without asking for something in return.
Wow. Bro, I have to say this, what you just said? That's rare. That's gold. In a world where most guys are chasing instant gratification, here you are talking about honor, patience, and friendship. I respect that. And I admire you even more for it. To want a platonic relationship in this generation takes strength. It means your intentions are pure, and your heart is in the right place.
Exactly. I've come to understand that real love isn't just about chemistry or emotion. It's about commitment. It's about being present in someone's life without demanding more than they're ready to give. Rachel has potential. I see it in her voice, her vision, and the way she sees the world. I don't want to ruin it with pressure. I want to walk with her as a friend first, as a protector, as a mentor if I must. And if something more grows from that in the future, let it be rooted in truth and respect.
Bro, I'm honestly proud of you. That kind of thinking is mature, and I believe Rachel, if she's as wise as you say, will value it deeply. You're showing her something she probably hasn't seen before, a man who wants to cherish her mind more than her appearance, who's willing to walk with her and not rush her. I truly hope she recognizes what you're offering. Because that's rare love, David. That's legacy-level connection.
Thanks, Nathan. I just pray she doesn't see it as too strange or suspect. You know how people react when a man says he wants nothing but sincere friendship and guidance. It's not always trusted. But I'm ready to prove it with my actions. I don't want to be just another guy in her story. I want to be a safe place she can grow in.
Then here's to you, my brother, to true love, in its purest and most powerful form. May your heart stay strong, your intentions stay clear, and may Rachel see the treasure she's just been given.
Amen to that.
Maribel. I don't even know how to explain what's happening to me. Every time I talk to David, it's like something in my chest expands. I feel peace. Joy. Like I've finally met someone who sees me. Not just my face or figure, but my heart. He listens, he respects me, he values what I say. I've never felt this safe with any man before. This is not infatuation. This is love, Maribel. Deep, consuming, honest love. I hear you, Rachel. But this man you are falling for. Does he even know who he's really falling in love with? You're 30. You were pretending to be 18. Doesn't that eat you up inside? Do you honestly believe you can build something real on top of a lie? Maribel, I know what I'm doing isn't clean. I know it started with a lie. But you don't understand, this man has changed something in me. He makes me want to be a better woman. He makes me believe again. He doesn't see me as an object. He doesn't pressure me. He said he wants a platonic, honest friendship. who talks like that these days? Do you know how rare that is? I know good men still exist, Rachel. And I'm not doubting that David might truly care about you. But how long do you think this game will last? Sooner or later, the truth will come out. And when it does, everything you've built with him might come crashing down. You keep saying you love him, but love isn't selfish. Real love doesn't start with deception. I don't care, the rebel. I really don't. I've lived 30 years watching love pass me by. I've watched younger girls get chosen, adored, celebrated, while women like me are asked to wait, to adjust, to accept rejection. Well, not this time. This time, I've found someone who lights up my world, and I won't let go. If pretending to be 18 is what keeps him close, then so be it. If lying about my age keeps this hope alive, I'll do it. He belongs with me. And I'll make sure he sees it. Rachel. This isn't just about you anymore. If you claim to love this man, don't you think he deserves to make a choice based on truth? You're fighting to have him at all costs, but at what cost to him? He thinks you're 18, just starting life. He's trying to protect your innocence. But you're not a girl, Rachel. You're a grown woman playing a dangerous game. Yes, I'm a woman. And for once, I want to be chosen. I want to be wanted, not for my age or status, but for how I make someone feel. And David feels something when he's with me. I see it in his eyes. I hear it in his voice. You keep talking about truth like it's the only ingredient that makes love real, but sometimes love needs a little help. I'll show him what I'm worth. I'll prove to him that I'm everything he needs. And when he finally falls all the way, maybe then, I'll tell him the truth. But not now. Not yet. You're playing with fire, Rachel. I just hope you're ready for the flames when they come. Because one day, David will open his eyes. And when the day comes, I pray the love you're building is strong enough to survive the truth. I don't need it to survive. I just need it to begin. Let me win his heart, the rebel. After that, I'll deal with whatever comes.
Nathan, I've been thinking about Rachel more than I expected. And I don't mean surface-level thoughts. I mean deep reflection. There's something about her that just doesn't add up, and I mean that in the best way. She says she's 18, but the way she speaks, the kind of wisdom she carries, her discipline, the way she responds to life, bro, she doesn't act like someone who just left secondary school.
Are you saying the girl has an old soul? Or are you just in too deep and trying to justify how you're feeling?
Maybe a bit of both. But I've met 18-year-olds before. They're usually still figuring themselves out, still floating between identity crises and social media validation. But Rachel? Nah. She's stable. Measured. She chooses her words like someone who's lived. She listens, really listens. Sometimes I catch myself wondering, how can someone that young speak like someone who's seen storms and come out wiser?
That sounds unusual, I won't lie. So what are you thinking? Are you starting to feel more than friendship?
It's not even about romance, Nathan. That's the crazy part. I've had beautiful women around me. I've had attention. But this is different. It's peace. When I talk to her, I feel seen. Not for my achievements or charm, but for my thoughts, my fears, my values. She makes me want to speak with intention. And when she responds, I learn something. Every single time. I don't know if she's aware of how powerful that is. But it's pulling me in. Not physically. Emotionally. Mentally. She's got a presence that's beyond her age. And part of me keeps wondering, what if she's more than what she's telling me?
That's a heavy thought, David. Do you think she might be lying to you? About her age?
I don't want to accuse her. But yeah. I've had my suspicions. It's not even that she looks older, it's just that her essence is too seasoned. I've met 30-year-olds who aren't as emotionally composed. But still, she hasn't given me any reason to doubt her. She's consistent. Calm. She never overreacts, never tries to be noticed. She's just there. Steady. And I find myself wanting to protect her. Not because she's weak, but because what she carries is rare.
Sounds like your heart is already halfway there. But let me say this, David, if what she carries is truly rare, it will survive the truth. Whether she's 18, 25, or 30, if what you two are building is real, it will outlive lies, suspicion, and fear. Just don't lose yourself in what you feel. Stay observant. And most importantly, stay honest, even when you're unsure.
I hear you. Loud and clear. I just pray she's being real with me, because what I feel isn't ordinary. And if she's hiding something, I hope she knows the risk she's taking. Because if the truth comes out the wrong way, it could undo everything we've started to build.
Then let your love be patient. The truth always finds its way. And when it does, it will test everything you believe about her and about yourself.
Rachel, you know, the more time I spend with you, the more curious I become. You carry yourself so gracefully, and your words are thoughtful, almost like someone who's been trained in the art of life. And I find that beautiful. But there's still so much I don't know about you. Tell me more about where you're from. Your family. What was it like growing up?
Oh. Well, I grew up in a quiet little town. A place called Azinaki. It's a peaceful place, green, small, and full of kind people. My parents are simple folks. My dad's a retired school teacher, and my mom runs a small grocery shop by the roadside. They're not rich or flashy, but they raised me with love and discipline. My only brother is studying in Canada on a scholarship, and I help my mom in the shop whenever I'm home on holiday. Life wasn't perfect, but it was pure. We didn't have much, but there was always peace at home. No shouting, no drama. Just morning prayers, hard work, and the smell of yam porridge every Sunday.
Wow. That sounds beautiful. That kind of simplicity is rare these days. I can actually picture it as you speak, your mom calling you in from the backyard, your dad grading papers at the table, your family gathered together in the evening with no distractions. You are blessed, Rachel. Truly blessed.
Yes. I thank God for that. It shaped me. It taught me not to chase after noise or vanity. That's why I don't really like clubs or flashy things. I prefer silence. Books. Conversations like this. I know people my age like different things, but I've always walked my own path.
And that's one of the reasons I'm drawn to you. You're not trying to impress anyone. You're just being you. And it's refreshing. There's something incredibly rare about a young woman who isn't obsessed with social trends and distractions. You've got this grace, like you've been taught by life itself. And I admire that.
Sometimes I wonder if you really see me, David. Or if you're just seeing what you want to see.
I don't want to see what I want to see you. The real you. That's what I'm here for. No pressure, no expectations. Just truth and connection. That's what I value more than anything. That's why I've chosen to take things slow. I want our friendship, our bond, to be built on honesty. No pretending. No masks.
And I promise you, David, what you see is what you get. I have nothing to hide. This is me, as plain and simple as I was raised to be.
Then I'm honored to know you, Rachel. truly. I'm not looking for perfection. I'm just looking for something real. And so far, you've given me every reason to believe I found it.
I only hope you never change, David. Because if this is how love is supposed to begin, through truth, respect, and patience, then maybe, just maybe, I've finally found something worth fighting for.
So this is what peace feels like. Quiet. Still. Soft. It's been a long road. One disappointment after another. So many masks. So many games. And just when I'd started to believe that maybe love wasn't for people like me, she came. Rachel. Her name tastes like light. She doesn't try too hard. She doesn't beg to be noticed. She just exists with this kind of calm that draws you in. I don't even know how we got here so quickly. One moment we were strangers, the next I'm imagining what our children might look like. There's something about her that makes me want to protect her. No, not because she's weak, but because she carries something rare. Something honest. Something quiet but powerful. She listens like she's memorizing my soul. And when she speaks, it's not to impress, it's to connect. To reach in. It's strange, isn't it? Falling for someone not because they swept you off your feet, but because they anchored you. She grounds me. Makes me want to be more gentle, more intentional, more present. But will she say yes? Does she see in me what I see in her? Or has this whole time just been my heart sprinting ahead while hers walks slowly behind? David, I don't have all the answers. But I do know this, I've found someone I can finally call mine. And whatever happens next, I'll walk into it with faith. Because for the first time in a long time, love doesn't feel like a war. It feels like home.
Vanessa, if you saw the way David looks at me, you would burst into tears of envy. This man, this serious, fine, educated, emotionally composed gentleman, he's completely gone. I've got him right where I want him. Babe, he wants to propose. Wait. Hold on. You're joking, right? David. The calm, spiritual, purpose-driven one? The one who treats you like some divine princess. He's planning to propose to you, the real 30-year-old pretending to be 18. Oh my goodness, Rachel. You're bad. You're very bad. Vanessa, you don't even know the half of it. This man calls me his peace. He said I make him feel safe and grounded. Can you imagine that? Me? Grounding someone? Me that has lied about almost everything from the start. Babe, please just confess your sins now. This just is too hot. Run me the details. I need full disclosure. Oh. Okay, where do I even start? First, I told him I'm 18. That was easy. I dress soft, speak softly, and avoid anything that reveals my age. I even act clueless about certain things, just so he can teach me. He loves it. The man literally thinks I'm a gentle, untouched rose just blossoming into womanhood. And guess what else? I told him I grew up in some village called Azinaki with my school teacher father and grocery seller mother. He doesn't know I've lived most of my life in the city, running my own business and even dating a married man once. Rachel. Jesus? Married man? Azinaki? You even created a whole fictional family tree? You didn't just lie, you built a full Netflix documentary. And I didn't stop there. I told him I mentor a girl, just to look responsible. I created this imaginary teenager who I guide spiritually. I said I read devotional books with her and help her stay off bad friends. The way his face lit up when I said that. You would think I just rescued a village. You? Spiritual mentor? Rachel, you didn't just twist the story, you baptized it and turned water into wine. But babe, aren't you scared? Like, what if he finds out? What if someone slips or he digs too deep? Let him dig. There is nothing to find, yet. I've covered every angle. I only give him what I want him to see. Besides, David doesn't ask too many questions. He trusts me blindly. That's the beauty of it, he sees what I project, not who I really am. And until he puts a ring on this finger, I'm not revealing anything. Even after that. Who says he needs to know everything? You're wild, Rachel. Bold, dangerous, and strategic. I have to give it to you, you've done what most girls wish they could do, hook a high-value man with clean lies and zero guilt. Just promise me one thing though. What's that? When the truth finally bursts out, and it will, please call me. I want front row seats to that drama. You'll be my maid of honor and lead prayer warrior when the time comes. But for now, let me enjoy this sweet season. Because for once in my life, I feel like I've won.
Rachel, my daughter, I didn't come all the way from the village just to see you smile and pretend everything is fine. I came because my spirit is restless. I have heard things, I have seen the signs. And as your mother, I cannot sit quietly and watch you destroy your future with your own hands. I raised you in truth. I taught you dignity. How did you become so comfortable with lies?
Mama, please. You didn't have to come all the way to the city just to lecture me like I'm a child. I'm not some village girl who doesn't know what she's doing. I'm managing my life. I have things under control. And I'm not destroying anything, I'm building something for myself.
Building what, Rachel? A relationship founded on lies. You told this man you're 18, when you're 30. You created a fake story about our family. You even told him you're mentoring a young girl in faith. Rachel, you don't need to do all this to be loved. If a man cannot love you for who you truly are, then he's not the one for you. Why reduce yourself to deception just to feel wanted?
Because, Mama, I'm tired. I'm tired of being overlooked. I'm tired of being the good girl who waits patiently while life passes her by. I've watched younger girls get married, get celebrated, while I remain invisible. This is my chance, Mama. David is not like the others. He sees something in me. Something pure. Something special. And I intend to give him that, whether it's the real me or not.
Rachel, if you have to become someone else to be loved, then you are not loved at all. You are performing, wearing a mask. You think you've found peace, but what you've built is a house of sand. One wave of truth, and it will all fall down. My daughter, let the Lord guide your steps again. Return to who you are. It is not too late to be honest. To rebuild on truth. Let David see the real you.
And what will that achieve? Rejection? Pity? Another man telling me I'm too much or too late? I have given years to waiting, and now that someone finally wants me, you expect me to throw it away because of honesty? Mama, the world is not like your generation. Out here, you have to package yourself. You have to be what the market demands. And right now, the market loves youth and innocence. So that's what I'm selling.
You are not a product to be sold, Rachel. You are a woman with worth that cannot be measured by youth or lies. What will you tell your children one day? That you trapped their father with deception. What kind of legacy is that? You were gambling with your soul just to wear a ring. My daughter, there is still time. Come back home if you must. We will pray, we will rebuild, but do not continue like this.
Mama, I appreciate your concern, but I have made my choice. I love David. And I will do what it takes to make this work. Whether you approve or not. I'm not coming back home to live in shame and regrets. This is my life now. Please, don't try to change it.
Then may the Lord have mercy on you, Rachel. I did my part. I have spoken my heart. I will keep praying, even when you're not listening. One day, the truth will speak louder than all your efforts. I only hope that when that day comes, your heart will still have space for repentance.
I'll be fine, Mama. Just believe that. I'll be fine.
Mom, Dad. I wanted to have this conversation with both of you for some time now. I've met someone. Her name is Rachel. And I believe I'm ready to take the next step with her.
Rachel. That's a lovely name. You've kept this quiet for a while, David. Tell us more. Who is she? Where is she from?
Yes, son. We trust your judgment, but marriage is not just about feelings. It's a lifetime journey. Let's start from the beginning. How did you meet her?
We met here in the city. It wasn't planned. It started with a short conversation, but something about her caught my attention. She carries a certain depth, a calmness. She speaks with thought, listens attentively, and doesn't chase attention. She's different from others I've met.
And how old is she? What does she do?
She's 18. She just finished secondary school recently and is taking some time before going to the university. Right now, she stays with her mother in the city and helps at home.
18. That's quite young, David. You're almost 30. Does the age gap not worry you? You are in different stages of life. Experience and maturity matter deeply in marriage.
I understand that, Dad. But truthfully, her character surpasses her age. She has depth. She thinks beyond her years. I've spoken to girls older than her who still behave like children. But Rachel is grounded. Her values are strong. She's modest, respectful, and spiritually conscious. She's not after material things or social excitement. I believe she was raised well.
And her family? Have you met her parents or guardian?
I haven't met them yet. But she's told me about them. Her father is a retired school teacher, and her mother runs a small grocery store. They live in a quiet town called Zinaki. She speaks of her parents with honor, and I believe her upbringing reflects in the way she carries herself.
You say you believe. But marriage is not built on belief alone, it is built on knowledge. You need to know her story, not just the part she shows you. You need to visit her home, see where she came from. Talk to those who knew her before she met you. Love is not blind, it must be guided by light.
You're right, Dad. I plan to visit her family soon. I wanted to speak with you both first, to be sure I have your blessing before taking that step.
My son, we are not against your joy. In fact, we have prayed for years that God would send the right woman to walk with you. But our hearts must have peace. If she is who you say she is, then we will welcome her warmly. But be patient. Take time to know her deeply. Don't let your feelings rush you into something you don't fully understand.
David, we raised you to seek truth, to value integrity. Make sure the woman you choose is built on the same foundation. Don't ignore signs. Don't cover cracks with emotions. Love must be rooted in reality. If she is the one, then the truth will only strengthen the bond between you.
Thank you, Dad. Thank you, Mom. I won't make this decision lightly. I'll take your words seriously. I just hope Rachel will be as ready as I am when the time comes.
And we'll be here to walk with you through it, every step of the way. Just promise us one thing: if anything begins to feel uncertain, you'll bring it to light.
I promise.
Felix, listen to me carefully. I didn't call you here to debate with you or ask for advice. I called you because I need your help, and I need you to be serious about it. I've met someone. His name is David. He's unlike anyone I've known before. He's decent, disciplined, kind, godly, and he's planning to propose. This is my opportunity. This is the future I've been waiting for. And I'm not going to lose it. Not now.
Okay. I hear you. But why do you sound like you're covering up a crime? You've met a good man. That's great. So what exactly do you need my help with?
I told him I'm 18, Felix. That I just finished secondary school. That I grew up in a small town called Ezinoki, with my father who's supposedly a retired school teacher and my mom who sells groceries. I told him I mentor a young girl spiritually. I created a life that fits the image he admires. And now, he wants to meet my people. I need you to help me make that image real.
You told him you're 18? Rachel, you're 30. And he wants to marry you? Are you hearing yourself at all? This isn't a lie you can casually maintain. This is a full double life. Sooner or later, it will crash. Why not just come clean?
Because coming clean means losing him. Felix, I've waited for years. I've watched time pass me by while others found love, got married, built homes. I've done the waiting. I've done the hoping. It never worked. But now, someone wants me. He believes in me. He sees something that I wish were true. If I confess, everything ends. But if I can just keep the illusion long enough to secure a future, maybe, just maybe, it can become reality.
This is dangerous, Rachel. What are you asking me to do exactly?
I need you to act like my cousin from Ezinoki, one who grew up with me. You'll confirm the story if he ever calls. You'll speak about our father and mother as I've described them. You'll say I've always been a quiet, obedient girl who read her Bible and kept good friends. If he visits, I'll prepare a setting that fits the narrative. I've already started making calls. I just need you to support it. Say whatever needs to be said. No slips. No doubt. Just flow with me.
Rachel, you're asking me to rewrite your entire past. To help you convince a man who genuinely loves you that you're someone you're not. Do you know the weight of what you're doing? This isn't just a lie, it's a whole new identity. If this man ever finds out, the betrayal might break him. And you too.
I don't expect you to understand. You're a man. You have options, chances. Society gives you time. But women like me, who made some mistakes in our youth, who didn't settle early, we are judged, rejected, and left behind. I'm not trying to destroy anyone, Felix. I just want a chance to be happy. And I'm willing to protect that chance, even if it means building a story around it. Please. I need you.
All right. If this is what you truly want, I'll do it. But let me be clear, Rachel, this is your path, not mine. If the truth ever comes out, and it backfires, don't say I didn't warn you. You're gambling with trust, and trust is not something you can rebuild easily. But I'll play my part. For your sake.
Thank you. That's all I needed. Just back me up. Once I cross this bridge, everything will be secure. David is the kind of man who doesn't walk away easily. I'll make him love me deeply enough that even if the truth slips, it won't break us.
or it will break him completely. Let's hope you're right, Rachel. Because if this goes wrong, it won't just hurt you. It will haunt you. You're here. And just like always, you bring peace with you. I don't know how you do it, how you make even silence feel safe. I've been looking forward to today. I wanted this to be special.
And you've succeeded, David. This is beautiful. The setting, the quietness, the thought you put into it. You always surprise me in the best ways. I've never felt this scene before. Thank you.
Rachel. Ever since we met, I've been watching, not just your face, but your spirit. I've seen kindness in your smile, strength in your silence, and grace in your every response. You're not just someone I enjoy talking to, you're someone I can picture building life with. A home. A family. A journey.
David. You don't even know what your words mean to me. I've always felt like I had to prove something. To be enough, to be noticed, to be chosen. But with you, I feel like I can just breathe. Like I can exist, and that's already enough.
That's what love should be, Rachel. Not pressure. But peace. I've spent many nights praying, waiting, wondering if I'd ever find someone who fits, not my checklist, but my heart. And then you came. And now I can't imagine a future without you. Rachel, I don't know everything about the future. I don't even pretend to. But what I do know is that I want to face that future with you. Will you marry me?
Yes. Yes, David. I will marry you. David. Can I ask you something? And I want you to think carefully before you answer.
Of course. Anything.
Promise me that no matter what happens, no matter what you find out, or what challenges we face, you will never walk away from me. That you'll fight for us. That you'll choose me again and again, even when it's hard.
Rachel, I already feel that in my soul. I wouldn't be standing here if I wasn't ready to choose you, always. But I also believe that such a promise is sacred. It's not one I should make casually. So yes, I will make that promise to you. But not today. I want to speak those words before God, our families, and all who love us. On our wedding day, I will vow to you, fully, with nothing hidden, nothing uncertain. That way, my promise will be more than emotion, it will be a covenant.
That's fair. I understand. And honestly, it makes me love you more. Because you honor words, and you don't say things just to make someone feel better. You mean what you say. And I'll wait for that day.
And when that day comes, Rachel, I'll vow to stand by you, no matter what life throws at us. Just keep being you. That's more than enough for me.
Vanessa, you should have seen him. Oh my goodness, this man practically melted at my feet. You would think I was some divine angel sent from heaven. He was trembling. I mean, trembling, Vanessa. I've never seen a man so overwhelmed by emotion. He planned this whole garden setup, lights in the trees, soft music playing, and flowers all around. Then he started speaking, deep, heartfelt things that would make any woman cry. He said I give him peace, that I'm unlike anyone he's met before. Then he got on one knee, pulled out the ring, and proposed. So it finally happened. The girl has done it. Mission accomplished, right? Absolutely. The deal is done. Ring on the finger, heart in my hands. I told you I'd get him, didn't I? I told you. And the best part? He promised me, he said he'd never leave me no matter what. I asked him directly, and though he said he'll seal the vow on our wedding day, the look in his eyes said everything. He's mine, Vanessa. Mine. Yes, congratulations. You caught the good man. And I'm not even going to lie, you played the game well. You wore the mask, told the tale, and he drank it all like honey. But Rat, don't get too comfortable just yet. What do you mean? I've got the ring. What else is left? What's left? Everything, Rachel. The wedding, the home, the life after. You've sold a story, yes. But now you have to live inside it. He's going to want to meet your family. He's going to want history. Pictures. Stories that match your words. And all it takes is one slip. One wrong date. One curious uncle. One real family member who says the wrong thing, and boom. Vanessa, I've already arranged that. Felix is in. He'll play the cousin role. I've rehearsed my background to the last detail. My so-called parents. They'll be a neighbor and her husband from way back. I'm not foolish. I've covered all bases. Fair enough. But covering the cracks and living in a lie every day are two different things. You'll be looking over your shoulder for years. Every visit, every family gathering, every old friend, constant fear. And God forbid someone who knew the real you from the past bumps into you when he's around. You can fake innocence. You can fake age. But you can't fake history forever. And the higher you climb on lies, the harder you'll crash when truth comes. I'm not planning to crash. I'm planning to build. By the time we're married, David will be so emotionally attached, so dependent, so bonded, he'll never walk away, even if he hears the truth. And if I play this right, he may never even need to. Just remember, Rachel, love built on sand never survives the storm. I'm not judging you. You're my friend. And I'm proud of your boldness. But I'm not blind either. You're walking a dangerous road with your head high. I just pray you don't trip. I've come too far, Vanessa. I can't go back. I won't let go of this. He's the best thing that's ever happened to me. If it means maintaining the act to protect this love, so be it. I will not lose him. Then brace yourself. Because the real story? It's only just beginning.
Mom, today is a special day for me. I know you and Dad have prayed for years that I find someone who brings peace to my heart, someone with grace, character, and gentleness. Well, I believe I found her. This is Rachel, the young woman who has completely captured my heart with her humility, her values, and her love for God. She's brought light into my world in a way I can't explain, and I felt it was time you finally met her face to face.
Welcome, my dear. Truly, you are most welcome. It brings joy to a mother's heart to see her son speak with so much conviction and affection. I must say, David rarely talks this way. He's always been a man of restraint, so for him to speak this boldly, I knew it had to be someone special. And here you are. You are indeed beautiful, Rachel, not just outwardly, but you carry yourself with a kind of calm that is uncommon in young women these days. You sit like someone who is already settled in who she is. Thank you very much, Ma. I'm honestly honored to be here today. When David told me he wanted me to meet you, I was nervous, but more than anything, I was excited. From the way he talks about you and Daddy, I can tell this is a home built on love, wisdom, and godly values. It means the world to me to be welcomed into that kind of environment.
She always says that, Mom. She says I was raised right, and that if she gets to meet the people who raised me, it would explain a lot.
That's lovely to hear. I believe family is the soil from which we grow. and any serious relationship should be rooted in understanding both the man and the woman's background. Rachel, forgive my curiosity, I am a mother after all. I would love to know more about you. Why don't you start by telling me how old you are?
I'm 18 years old, Ma. I just finished my secondary school exams last year. Right now, I'm taking a little time before proceeding to university. I wanted to take care of a few things at home and also help my mother with her business. I'm hoping to study either English or mass communication when I resume.
18, you say? That's beautiful. But forgive me, my dear, if I may be completely honest, you carry yourself with such maturity. The way you sit, the way you speak, even the way you choose your words. It's uncommon for someone of 18. Are you very sure about that age?
I get that a lot, Ma. Even in secondary school, people often thought I was older than my classmates. I think it's because I've always been around older people and was raised with a lot of discipline. My father was very particular about how I speak and behave, and I've always tried to act responsibly, maybe more than others my age.
I see. And speaking of your father, David mentioned that your father is a retired school teacher. What school did he teach in? And what subject?
Yes, Ma. He taught for many years in a small school in our hometown, Ezinaki. The school is called Holy Seed Secondary School. It's not a popular one, mostly known within our local community. He taught English language and Christian religious knowledge. He was very strict and highly respected in the village.
Holy Seed. That's interesting. I visited many schools across that axis, but perhaps it's a smaller school I missed. And your mother? What does she do?
My mother owns a small grocery stall. She sells provisions and household items just by the main road in our area. She is a quiet woman, but strong and full of wisdom. She wakes early, works hard, and has always taught me that dignity is more valuable than popularity. We may not be rich, Ma, but my parents gave me values I hold on to tightly.
I appreciate that, Rachel. Truly, I do. I come from humble beginnings myself. I value honesty, dignity, and simplicity more than anything. But I must ask again, and forgive my persistence, it is only a mother's instinct. Are you certain you're just 18? You see, Rachel, a mother knows certain things without being told. I've seen 18-year-old girls fresh out of school, full of energy, unsure of the world. But with you, your tone carries weight. There's depth in your voice, even in the way you laugh, there is experience. If I am to trust my son's future into your hands, I need to know I am not being asked to embrace a picture that was painted too carefully.
I completely understand your concern, Ma. And I respect your wisdom deeply. But I can assure you, I have nothing to hide. I know it may seem strange, but I've always been told I carry myself like someone older. Perhaps it's my environment or just my personality. But please, believe me, I would never deceive you or David. I love him deeply, and I honor this family.
Rachel, if there is one thing I know, it is that time always brings truth to light. You may be able to hold a posture, wear a smile, and prepare a perfect story. But truth does not sleep. My only hope is that whatever love you claim to have for my son is built on sincerity, not fear or manipulation. Because once the wedding bells ring, there's no going back.
I understand, Ma. And I won't take your words lightly. I only hope that over time, you'll come to see that my intentions are pure.
I hope my ladies are getting along. Mum, what do you think? Isn't she everything I said she was?
She is indeed composed. Very composed. I look forward to watching this journey unfold.
Wow. I must say, Rachel, you handled everything so gracefully today. I'm honestly impressed. Mom is not an easy woman to read. She can smile and still be scanning your soul from head to toe. But you stayed calm, confident, and respectful throughout. That means a lot to me.
Thank you, David. I was honestly nervous at first, but the way you sat beside me, the way you spoke about me with such love, it gave me strength. And your mother, she carries such wisdom and grace. I could feel that. I just wanted to make a good impression because this means everything to me.
You did more than impress. You brought peace into that room. And that's exactly the kind of woman I want to build a life with. I don't want drama. I don't want someone who fakes perfection and breaks under pressure. I want someone real, someone who knows what love means and isn't afraid to give it back with full heart.
And I want to be that woman, David. I really do. You don't even understand how much this journey means to me. I've prayed for something real, for someone who sees beyond appearances, and now I've found you. That's why I'm holding on to this so tightly. Because I can't afford to lose something so good.
You won't lose me, Rachel. Not now, not later. I didn't propose just for the ring. I proposed because I'm ready to commit my life to you. And speaking of commitment, have you started imagining what the big day might look like?
Oh, I've thought about it more times than I can count. I imagined soft music playing, white roses everywhere, gentle breeze in an outdoor garden. And then you, standing there at the altar, looking at me like I'm the only person on earth.
That sounds like something from a fairy tale. And I love it. But most importantly, I want the day to be filled with God's presence. I want a service that reflects our values, not just about decoration, but about devotion. I was actually thinking we should start looking for a preacher. Someone who truly knows the weight of marriage and can bless us with lasting words, not just ceremonial speeches.
Yes, I agree. We need someone whose words won't just echo through the crowd but into our hearts. Someone who can pray over us and speak truth into our future. I've heard of Minister Gideon from Kent Church of Christ. People say his sermons leave people in tears and deep reflection. Maybe we could consider him?
I've heard of him too. That man carries a strong presence when he speaks. It's not just words, it's conviction. I'll make inquiries. I want someone who will not only bless us but who can also keep us accountable in our journey. Marriage is not just about one day. It's about every day after that.
You're right. It's a journey. And to be honest, I've made peace with leaving behind everything that doesn't help us move forward. I want to enter this marriage clean, devoted, and fully focused on our future. That's all that matters to me now, building a home with you.
And we will, Rachel. We'll build something beautiful. A home rooted in faith, covered in prayer, and full of laughter and purpose. I don't need perfection. I just need honesty, love, and partnership. And in you, I see all three.
Then I promise you this, David, I will stand by you. I will be your peace, your joy, and your helper. I may not be perfect, but my heart is sincere. And I will give you my best every single day.
And I'll do the same, my love. I can't wait for that day, our wedding day. But more than that, I can't wait for every morning after it. Because waking up beside you, that will be the true gift.
Why does this feel heavier than I imagined? I've lied before, plenty of times. Changed my story, controlled the narrative, rewrote my past like it was a script. But today, something felt different. That woman, David's mother, she didn't raise her voice, She didn't accuse me, yet it was as though her eyes were piercing through everything I'd said. I told her I was 18. I told her about fake parents, a fake school, and a life I never lived. And the worst part? I believed I could pull it off. But now, I'm not so sure. What if she starts digging? What if she finds out I'm not who I say I am? What if David finds out everything? I can't lose this man. I've come too far. I've silenced every voice of guilt, left my past behind, or so I thought. I told myself if I could just get him to the altar, everything would fall into place. But maybe the lies are growing too tall to balance. Tund. It's late. Why are you calling me?
Late? Since when does the night stop us? Come on, Rachel. You know I only call when I'm missing you. And tonight, it's one of those nights.
Tund, don't start. I told you things are different now. I'm trying to move forward. I'm engaged. I met his mother today.
Ah, so the fairy tale continues. You, playing the innocent dove. Pretending to be a teenager. Smiling before a mother who's probably twice as sharp as you give her credit for. And you think you can outrun who you are?
I'm not pretending to be innocent. I'm building a future. Something that has peace. Something I can call real. I'm tired of being stuck in the same cycle. I want to be loved, truly loved.
You think love grows on lies? Rachel, we've known each other for years. You can dress up, change your voice, say what you like. But I know the real you. The one who said mortals don't pay bills. The one who laughed at naive girls in church. You were never the quiet future wife. You were the fire people got burned by. Now you want to erase all of that?
Yes, Tund. I want to erase it. I want to forget it. And for once, I want to be accepted without being judged by where I've been. David believes in me, and I will not ruin this for anything, not even for you.
Oh, but Rachel. You and I both know that people like you don't just walk away clean. You can wear the ring, but the ashes of yesterday will stain your fingers. And sooner or later, someone's going to dig up what you've buried. And when they do, will David still believe in you?
That's enough, Tund. Don't call me again. I don't need your voice adding to the noise in my head. I need peace. I need to hold on to what I've found, even if I built it on broken pieces.
Then enjoy the silence while it lasts, Rachel. Because sooner or later, every truth comes home.
Rachel had come a long way, but not through truth. She lied about her age, hid her past, and created a background that never existed. From the moment she met David, everything she said was designed to win his heart, at any cost. She deceived his family, misled his mother, and even swore promises she knew were built on a shaky foundation. And while David made plans for their wedding, searched for a preacher, and dreamed of forever, Rachel was busy covering tracks and calming old flames like Tund, the man who still knew too much. What she didn't know was that David's mother wasn't done asking questions. She had seen enough to suspect something wasn't right. And now, she was quietly digging into Rachel's story. Rachel wanted love. But she chose the path of lies to get it. And now, the truth is coming, faster than she expected. The question is, when the truth finally shows up, will love still remain? To be continued in part 2.